of Ocean Club, St. Barths, Ocean Club STBARTHS.com. Jarad McCarroll. Jarad, how are you doing on this already amazingly the middle of March Friday? How are you?
I'm fantastic. Thank you very much. I am at work in the beautiful Ocean Club and have a busy day ahead of me, but all is good. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. And thank you for taking the time. And as I'm looking at, again, as I just mentioned, I know the Caribbean very well. I've done Turks and Caicos. I've done St. Thomas. I have St. Bart's is it's on my bucket list, and I wouldn't mind living there immediately if you can arrange that. I I love the concept of St. Bart's, and I really want to be there. So, how long have you lived? How long have you been in St. Bart's?
I've been in St. Bart's for almost 6 years. I was originally in London. I was in London for almost a decade. And then I had an opportunity to come be the executive chef of a hotel 20, which is a small real estate hotel. And I sort of fell in love with the island, and I've been here ever since. So 6 years strong, and this is my seventh now.
Oh, and do you love it?
I do. It can be very small sometimes. It's an 8 mile rock in the middle of nowhere, so
Yeah,
you
that's
definitely,
that's life in the
yeah,
that's life in the Caribbean.
exactly. It definitely helps when you, if you're on the island and you spend a lot of time here, like you live here for a year, you need to move once or twice a year just to sort of get off the island, see something different.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
say
yeah.
that when you go to the hospital, before you go to the hospital, everyone on the island knows that you're already sick. Small sentiment. There's only about eight,
Right.
9,000 people that live here, so it's important to remove yourself, and then you come back with a refreshed sort of renewed love for the beautiful island that we live on. Yeah.
Yeah, no, 100% agree. Absolutely. Yeah, yeah, no, I 100% agree with you. It's and most people can't, in my opinion, most people can't. They think living in the Caribbean is like living in a postcard. It's not. It's you have to really have the capacity and the ability to, you're living in a whole different culture. It's not just living in a postcard. It's living in a whole different culture and society and really adapting to it. Quite frankly.
Yeah. And to be honest, wherever you go in life, your problems will follow you. So it's not about where you're living; it's about the person that you are. So for me, it's a beautiful island. It has an amazing amount of opportunity. I have, like I said, I've been here for 6 years on this beautiful restaurant. But it can be small, and regardless of where you are, you still sort of go to the same places, you still hang around the same people, and you still have that sort of lifestyle. So it's important to just be sort of grateful for being here, I guess, and enjoying the moment and enjoying the sort of grind.
You're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. And Ocean Club St. Bart's recently voted best new restaurant in the Caribbean at the 2023 World Culinary Awards. Is a Caribbean treasure founded by you. Uh, you founded the restaurant, and so kudos on that. Um,
Thank you.
yeah, and that's amazing. That's fantastic. The best new
Yeah.
restaurant in the Caribbean. I mean, that's incredible. I mean, that think about that. There are so many islands in the Caribbean, from Turks and Caicos to the U.S. Virgin Islands to Curacao to you name it, and you were voted the best new restaurant in the Caribbean. What did you do to What was it that inspired you to create the best new restaurant in the Caribbean?
First of all, thank you very much. I appreciate um, the praise. We have an unbelievable space. When I saw the space 2.5, 3 years ago, immediately fell in love. Overlooks the whole of Gustavia Harbor. It has the most incredible sunset. I promise you, I've seen many sunsets, and every day I get to work, and like 5:30 to 6 o'clock, and you just start seeing that sunset, and it's just beautiful. So the space itself is we're blessed with this. Then it's about my goal as the chef and the founder is to create a product, a food, and a service that's elevated and uplifting, and an energy that's warm and welcoming, and to offer a space that people really love, a space that they feel comfortable in. My goal is not to force anyone or anything down someone's throat, but more to sort
Right.
of allow them to be comfortable and then find a way to elevate the experience. So my goal has always been to elevate the experience to the same amount of beauty that the location is in. And it's a day to day task, and we have a great team, and this is what our intention is every time we come to work.
And it's open to the public with, from what I understand, with a loyalty membership program that has been hailed as a celebrity favorite as well for luxury dining.
Exactly. I mean, we have, St. Bart's is a unique island. You have many islands in the Caribbean. St. Bart's is
I know.
kind of
You have many islands in the
elevated.
Caribbean, and they all have a different culture. They all have a different
Yeah,
lifestyle.
exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
I mean, for me, St. Bart's is like the south of France in the Caribbean. You got Dolce & Gabbana, Prada, you got all of these big brands, Cheval Blanc, Eden Rock, all of these huge super brands, and it's like the south of France in the Caribbean. So our clientele and our guests are extremely wealthy. They're pioneers, they're entrepreneurs, they're at the top of their field. I had an event in December where we hosted Fairship, which
You
is
know what was amazing? Speaking of December, really quickly, is right around then is to interject is because I saw the images on Instagram, is the number of yachts that were in there this year for New Year's Eve was insane.
exactly,
That was
exactly. And
that would literally. I think it
I
was
had,
it was a record. I think it was insane.
yeah, I mean, every year we are surprised by the amount. It's the super yacht capital of the festive period. And like I was saying, on the 30th of December, we had this event with Fairship, who's an industry leading super yacht builder. And we had maybe 15 to 20 billionaires in the space at one time. Now, I like to
Wait,
get
say
that
that
amount of
again.
wealth.
Say that again. What was that?
We had 15 to 20 billionaires
Wow.
in the Ocean Club for this event at one time. To get that
Wow.
amount of concentrated wealth in one room
Yeah.
is like next to impossible. You
Yes.
cannot. And they are an unbelievable company with years and years of experience and unbelievable reputation. And they're
Yes.
like, this is one of the best events we've ever hosted because of the um, amount of people at that level of wealth and stature in one space.
No,
So
that's why I asked you to
yeah,
repeat it. It almost sounds unbelievable, quite frankly. But I mean, I
yeah.
do believe you. But it's I mean
Yeah,
that's
I mean, but
it's
it's like
that's unprecedented. That's incredible.
yeah, and we've had other celebrities and there's people that come, but everyone that's spending time on this island is at the top of their game in some way.
Yeah.
You're not paying upwards of 4,000 euros a night if you don't have it. You know what I mean? It's a huge amount of wealth that comes on this island. The property prices are extremely expensive, but it's people who have a love for the finer things, and it's really a beautiful, safe environment. And I think that's why there's so many of these people come here. Because it's small, it's safe. There's not much crime here, and it's luxury. Beautiful beaches, beautiful brands, great hospitality. Um, yeah,
Well, like I said, it's on my bucket list. It's the two on my bucket list still of all the places I've been fortunate to live are St. Bart's, and then also I do want to check out Nantucket at some point. But then Ocean Club store, you also, from what I understand, you source high quality ingredients and use them in unique and interesting ways, right?
yeah. It's like I said, it's a small little rock, so we don't have a huge amount of produce that grows here. So that's one of the more challenging parts, is trying to find and source great produce, and then it's using it in a creative way. Um, it's not like where you in New York where you have 10 different suppliers and You order something, and the next day it's fresh and picked up on the ground. Yeah, you order something, it comes. You need to order 10 days in advance. It can be delayed on the ship. It gets stuck here. It gets.
Oh
You need to
yeah,
be creative.
yeah,
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 it's not so easy. But
yeah.
with each position, which each situation, and every sort of thing in life, you have your challenges. You have things that are going to be difficult and things that are going to be easy. If you want to live on this island, you have to put up with
Again,
what
like
happens and the
as we were
the
discussing
day-to-day
it,
trouble.
as we were discussing at the beginning of this call, as I tell people when they say, "Oh, I want to go live in the Caribbean," I always say it's not like living in a postcard. Like you need to understand, you have to adapt and really adjust to living in a very. I mean, if you can do it, it's an amazing experience, which I've done, as I mentioned a few times. But yeah, you need to really and obviously most of your guests don't live there. You do,
No,
and
yeah,
obvious.
I mean it's a small rock in the middle of nowhere, and it's very small and intimate, and you go to the same places and the same things, and there's not a huge amount of culture on it. But and it's not for everyone. Some people come and they love it. I know people that have been here for 28 years or 30 years, and they just fall in love and they don't want to leave. There's other people that are here for a season or 2 seasons, and then they get itchy feet and like I need more. So it completely depends on your experience. But
Yeah,
like I always say, is things turn out the best for people who make the best of the way things turn out.
but
If
spinning.
you're going to be
Go ahead. Sorry.
if you're going to be here for a year, you might as well make the most of it and then see what happens. But while you embrace it.
And while you're there, speaking of embracing it, is and as you just said, very well, and you're very well spoken, by the way, is is the experience. And one of the best experiences is obviously Ocean Club St. Bart's. And the along with the stunning views, obviously, and again, you said it quite aptly, is the experience you provide, which is obviously the culinary experience, the panoramic views, as you mentioned, the sunsets, the private dining experience, which is available for, from what I understand, for special occasions, from weddings to anniversaries or birthdays, etc. I mean, I'm still baffled by that. The number of billionaires you just mentioned in one room at one time,
Yeah.
and honestly, that's profound. It's really
But
it,
honestly, it's a truth, and we are blessed. When you experience the Ocean Club, as you walk in, so as you come down from the stair or through the bottom, you have Dolce & Gabbana, you have part of these two amazing brands. You walk through this, and you either can walk up the stairs or get to the elevator. And as you enter the Ocean Club, you have this incredible bar. And when we designed the Ocean Club, we were like, we could have it flat, or we can have it as the shape of a yacht. So it's slightly curved, and you sort of sit there, and then you get sneak peeks of the view. On the left hand side, you have an open kitchen with all the chefs busy buzzing around. For me, when I cook, I like people to be a part of the experience, and I think people are drawn to seeing food these days. They like to see what they're cooking, and that's why television cooking shows are so popular, because people want to see
yeah,
where their food is coming
yeah.
from. And then
That's
you
why.
sort of
That's
walk
why.
around.
That's why Gordon Ramsay keeps killing it because people they are.
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
And they like to be swearing and yelled at. No, but and then you walk around the bar and you just have this breathtaking view that is just like August Cloudy Harbor, sunsets, super yachts. Like it's hard for me to justify it in words. You need to come and see it, and then you sit down, and then our job begins. Like, how do we elevate your service? How do we offer something that is thought provoking and delicious? How do we find ways to make you feel at home, feel comfortable, and then find ways to elevate that? And we
Yeah.
have an amazing team. There's Adrian, Amin, Fabio. These are the guys that have been helping me build this beautiful brand. And we were committed on a daily basis to making sure that the people that come through the door have an incredible time, and that it's filled with wonderful memories, because we understand how important and how valuable the time that these people have. And if they're coming to spend it at the Ocean Club, we want to make sure that it's memorable.
Right, and people sense obviously that nifty little pandemic that we had, and I'm not slighting it; it was not great, but is people now when they travel, whether they're billionaires or not, they are when they do travel now, it's to not just travel, it is for the experience, to really experience life more, to seize it, to really savor it. And to savor it, you go to locations such as Ocean Club St. Bart's and St. Bart's in general, but Ocean Club St. Bart's to really, savor it, to seize it, to take it in.
Yeah, it's creating more than just a meal. We're not there to just serve you food. That's for sure. We're there to create an experience and to create memories with you. And hospitality is about relationships, and it's to create a relationship. To build this love for our product, this love for this venue, and the love for each of our guests that come through the door. And like you said, to create moments that people will savor. And
Yeah.
and that's where the food comes in as well. It's creating authentic,
Oh yeah,
original
no,
food that you
food.
cannot see everywhere else.
Yeah, food, wine. Yeah, no, one meal can be one of the greatest experiences you ever had. It can.
100%, 100%.
Yeah. So just curious, Jarad McCarroll again of Ocean Club St. Bart's. Um, what is it that inspired you to create this?
It's a good question. I've always
Thank you.
had a huge love for hospitality. I am a big fan of people, um, and I've been on a search for excellence since the beginning of my career. I studied in Switzerland, then I went to the Ritz London and worked around London. Then here in Hotel 20, and everywhere I wanted to create an elevated experience. So when we found this space, I was blown away by it. It's such an incredible space with such a unique. Um,
But really quick, Jarad, were you seeking to create a restaurant such as this, or what was it at that point in your life that you were seeking to create? Was this what you were looking for?
yeah, exactly. I mean, before this, I'd redesigned the restaurant at the 20, and it was called Jarad at the 20 for about a year and a bit. But then COVID happened, and we separated. So I was on the search for the next, and I was like, I wanted to create something that I was a part of, and that we had that I began from the beginning, and it was to create a restaurant membership club, a hospitality brand, something along those lines. And my purpose today has grown even bigger. I've created this beautiful restaurant in St. Barths, and now it's about getting it full and getting people to come and love it and experience it and sharing our experience with them. And then we're opening another one now in Montauk, which is coming in the next couple months. And then it's about now it's about creating a brand, a hospitality brand that's around yachting and ports and water and harbors, and creating an experience that people can feel familiar with, that feel comfortable with, and that they love and they want to come back for.
What is one of your so I have some great questions, of course, from your very great PR team that have sent to me. But now this is where I come up with my own questions. What is one of your most, besides having 50 billionaires sitting
15, 5,
yeah, no, and I'm never gonna forget that. Literally one of the greatest. And I obviously believe you because it's St. Bart's. Um, Along with that, what is one of your most memorable moments since you opened this obviously world renowned establishment, Ocean Club St. Bart's? What is one of your most personal, recognizable moments that you cherish?
Tough, tough question. To be honest, I am as present as possible, and every day when I get to work, and normally I start work at 10, I work until around 2:30, 3 o'clock. I take a small break, and then I come back at around 5:36. And every day when I work in the 536 and I see people enjoying the sunset and just being part of that experience, it's extremely magical. I mean, it's really beautiful, and just to feel like when people come after the meal and they're like, yeah, we had an unbelievable time. Like those small moments that happen, I'd like to say more often than not, when people are really grateful for what we've created, and grateful for the work that we're putting in, and they can see that there's hard work and there's intention and there's dedication behind everything that we're doing. That's when I really feel proud. I mean, I can't. One moment, yeah, the event with Headship was great. It was an unbelievable event, and to have 15 or 20 such high net worth people in the space at one time is always great. And we had an event with Edmington, and we have one coming up with the bucket again next week, and those are amazing. But it's the day to day things when it doesn't matter if they the people who are working in other restaurants, or when they experience our food and our service and they feel grateful that we've created something that's unique and that they love, and that they can see the efforts and the work that we're putting in, and they are happy with that, that's when I feel like, okay, we're on the right path.
Right.
And there's an amazing definition of success that I love, and they say that success is the progressive realization of a dream. Now, our dream is to have a full restaurant, maybe 50 best, something that's really, got accolades and things like this. But success it doesn't happen when I get to that point. It's more so the steps that we're taking each day, that we're realizing that we're getting there. And that's what for me success is. And it's like, that's what I tell my team. It's like, make sure that we realize that each day when you come to work, you feel proud of the way of the job that you're doing. It's important to make sure that you are present with the guests, and like these steps and the realization when people come to us and be like, guys, you did a great job, the food was amazing, the service was amazing, the reviews that we get online are amazing, and people realize that, and we realize as a team that we're getting appreciated and people love the work that we're putting in. That's for me is what success is. And it's like those small little moments on a continual basis each day that make me the most proud.
Very well said. And I love that line you just used, which I've not heard before. That success is the progressive realization of a dream. I've never heard that. That's very well said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
No.
you.
Yeah.
I mean, I use it quite everywhere. It's like in my training, because I often get asked. People ask us, well, why is there so much burnout in our industry, and all of these different questions. And it's like, because people don't have a dream. They just are literally rudderless ships in the ocean, just being swept around by the tide and just going in any sort of direction. It's like, first of all, the first and most important thing is to wake up with a vision or a dream,
Yeah.
to be somewhere or to become something. And then if you have a bad day, it's okay, because you just know that it's a part of a greater plan to get you to this bigger. And it's like when we have a bad service or we make a mistake, it's okay. It's just a lesson that's going to help us to get to where we're going.
That's exactly right. One of my favorite artists is Jared Leto, and I don't know if you, and I don't know if you, 30 Seconds to Mars. Very nice. I have a few tattoos of 30 Seconds to Mars, and one of my favorite lines of Jared's is "Be brave, follow your dreams, say you know what to everyone, and just go for it. Like jump off the edge, provejito and altum." And that's basically what you just said in essence. And
amen.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. They're on tour again. I actually would love to go see them. I don't think they're playing in St. Barths, and so
I doubt it.
Yeah, probably not. But wow, it's interesting. Is that's really cool that you knew who 30 Seconds to Mars is. So what is your favorite dish that you? Again, this is just another one of my questions off the cuff. What's your favorite dish that you personally love creating? I know that every dish is a unique, or I'm guessing every dish is a unique experience for each guest, but what's your favorite dish?
So I have a couple signatures, maybe 3 or 4. One of them is the red salmon tartare. This is a great dish. But the highlight of them, or probably one of the most authentic and original is called the Tree of Life. So when I was a couple of years ago, maybe when I first began at the 20, we used to live in this two-bedroom house, and my daughter's room was across the corridor to our room. And as you walk, I used to have the morning shift to go and pick her up, so I used to walk across the corridor. And as you looked, as you went to get it, on the right-hand side, we had this incredible view of the 20 sort of coastline, and then there was this big tree outside the window. And this was a really special moment in my life, and I wanted to create something that reminded me or had some had some memory of this moment. So I created the Tree of Life, which is a broccoli tree. So we literally shaved the florets of the broccoli. We shaped the stalk of it to look like an actual tree. It gets grilled over charcoal and brushed with a herb oil. The broccoli florets are mixed with the white wine shallots and pumpkin seeds for texture. Then I have a broccoli puree, which is broccoli puree, which is a swipe with this stalk of the broccoli. We have the florets at the top of it, which are like your leaves. We use an artichoke soil, which we like a sunchoke, which we blend with water and then dry and then fry, so it becomes like a soil, it becomes golden brown and looks like soil. So we have this artichoke soil. We take shiitake mushrooms, which are your birds, and then sweet lemon is dotted around for a little bit of acidity, and like it looks like the sun, and it looks like a tree, and it's a perfect picture of this moment in my mind. And every time I paint it, I'm reminded of this unique time in my life. So that would be one of the most unique, and it's completely vegan as well.
That's a beautiful.
I love to.
That's a beautiful comment, and that's a.
Thank you.
Yeah, and that's a beautiful statement. That really is. Yeah, yeah. And that's a beautiful vision. And you're obviously, you obviously, Jarad, are a savant, and you have a passion for life, and again, congratulations on creating what you created. It's fantastic, and like I said, St. Bart's is on my bucket list, and I am planning on being there, and I am going to walk into that restaurant, and I'm not going to pay for a thing. I'm going to stiff the bill and walk out. I'm going to literally run down the street and swim in the ocean to St. No, I'm just kidding. But
if you make it to St. Bart's, there'll be a table waiting with your name on it.
Well, thank you. But obviously, I will pay. I'm obviously kidding. But I am. It is at the top of my list. I just need to get down there. It's been on my list for quite some time, especially after I saw the number of yachts that went down there in for New Year's Eve, and I know St. Bart's is absolutely, literally sensational. Again, there are so many islands in the Caribbean, of course, that people can choose from, and they're all very different. They all have their own unique cultures. They all have their own unique experiences, very, very much so, which many people don't understand, but they do. Very, very unique cultures. Every single island is different, and St. Bart's is one of those that I lived in Aspen for a while, and people in Aspen would say St. Bart's is Aspen of the Caribbean.
Yeah, exactly. It's unique. It's small. It's beautiful. It's safe. We have great hospitality, great brands. You're surrounded by people who are like-minded, pioneers in the industry, entrepreneurs, visionaries, artists.
But it's not. But it's also. But it's also not pretentious, right?
No, it's not, because everyone's here to have a good time. There's no stuff. I mean, it's some people that are stuffy, and no matter where they go, they're going to be stuffy. That's them. But it's a great place to be. I've met so many people who are so much more established than I ever dreamed of, and they're friendly and they're lovely and they're nice and they're on holiday and they get to have a good time and embrace the beauty of St. Bart's and visit the different beaches and have good hospitality and eat good food. And so for sure, it's not pretentious. What I'm saying is that it's a place where these people come and they're enjoying it, and it's a great place for me to work and to even rub minds with these people, and even with people like yourself. Like, it doesn't matter what you have, you know. It's and there's another great saying for you. It's like it's not about what you have; it's about who you become. Because you can have all the money
Yeah.
in the world and still be miserable.
Yeah.
So
That's
it's not about
that is 100% correct. Yes. Yep.
yeah. So it's not about what you have; it's about who you become. And there's a lot of good people on this island that may not have the huge amount of wealth as the 15 billionaires and become, but there's people from all walks of life who are just here to celebrate life and have a great time. And we'd love to see them at the Open Club. We are excited to welcome everyone at our beautiful establishment and to try and create memories that are memorable, and relationships that are fruitful for everyone.
Jarad McCarroll, you just nailed it. So, Jarad McCarroll, Ocean Club St. Bart's, Ocean Club, STBARTHS.com. Recently voted, again, best new restaurant in the Caribbean, which, again, kudos, congratulations, and such a pleasure to speak with you, my friend. I'm humbled and grateful to have had the time to speak with you, and I really do look forward to walking in, sitting at your restaurant, and running out the door, stiffing the bill, and kidding, of course. but no, but no, but ser- but
It's been a pleasure to
yeah, pleasure as well. And again, congratulations. Thank you for taking the time, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. And I really do look forward to seeing you soon. I will see you in person.
I appreciate that, and I look forward to seeing you as well.
All right, take care, my friend. Bye.